What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Noob. So Netflix has been really good at bringing out new things. They've gotten into anime, Japanese drama shows, bringing out things from other countries, making their own content. So you'd be surprised to find out that there was something that they did that actually caught me off guard. Netflix, on September 27th, has released a animated film that goes along with the premiere of an album from a singer. To give you an example of what this kind of is like, go back into the 1980s when Daft Punk introduced their Interstellar Ship 5000, I think it was what it's called, where they made an animated feature film where each of the songs on the album were done in the movie. There was no dialogue unless it was related to a song, and each song segment had its own kind of animated thing. Netflix has done something very similar to that, and I gotta say, this is the way I would enjoy listening to new albums that come out. The title of this 41-minute film is called Sound and Fury. Sound and Fury is not only the title of this 41-minute animated movie, we'll call it, but it's also the title of the album by the artist Sturgill Simpson. Sturgill Simpson is a country artist. Now, I haven't listened to country in a long time. I haven't enjoyed it since, I'd say late 90s, early 2000, when it got kind of sappy and repetitive. So when I first saw that this was going to be based off of a country singer's album, I was a little worried. But then when I read some of the information on it, I found out that he's not doing country in this in the normal fashion. He actually has ventured out to do something more accustomed to like country rock. Basically, he decided to go follow some other influences, including rock and roll, a little bit of hip hop and jazz, and little bit of disco. So imagine my surprise as I started listening to this and watching this film, and after 41 minutes, I had to go back and watch it again. Now, first of all, like I said, the music is great. I have listened to this thing every single day ever since it came out on the 27th. I have enjoyed this, especially the first 13 to 15 minutes. Something about these songs I could just listen to on repeat over and over and over again. Seriously, like when I'm doing the dishes, I just put this thing on and I'm listening to it as I go. The other thing that I found quite impressive is the animation in this. The animation in this is crisp. It is good. It is beautiful. Now, the head director of this animation is someone that you might know. His name is Junpei Miyazaki. I don't know if that's any relation to the Miyazaki of Studio Ghibli, but if the name rings a bell, this is the same guy that brought us Afro Samurai and Batman Ninja, which were two of my favorite animes. First of all, Afro Samurai, Samuel L. Jackson doing the voice of the two main actors. Mwah!
Listen, man, that's it for me. I have seen some sights today ain't no one supposed to see. So that's it.
Shut up.
And then Batman Ninja, which I didn't think I was going to like, but the visuals on that were very good. So as I kept watching this animated film, I could see little bits of each of those shows in this thing. Most of the story of this anime is a revenge story. It is post-apocalyptic kind of looking. You are following a samurai who is taking revenge against these two men who attacked his temple and seems to have stolen his wife and daughter. And I love the visuals. Just imagine a samurai driving a Corvette, shooting guns, using samurai blades. It is just awesome. And the way the music plays into it works out great. Now, there was a little thing I found kind of funny. They actually had this whole scene where it basically was a line dance with the samurai girl and a whole bunch of half-naked women on there, but it was done very well, and it had a little bit of a disco flair, so with the lights going and all that, I thoroughly enjoyed this thing. There was one section of a song, or one of the songs, where it was a live-action thing, but it felt and flowed with it, and each one of the songs has their own bit of the story, and I like it so far. Now, like I said, it is 41 minutes long. It's not that long. This is something that I think people should watch. I also think that if artists want to get more people to pay attention to their new albums, this would be a great way. Daft Punk's album was something I love to watch whenever I see it on YouTube. I click on it. This, like I said, we're on day 5 of it being out, and I have listened to it at least once or twice every day since then. I'm probably going to still listen to it, if not download most of the songs, which is kind of odd because, like I said, I stopped listening to country, so for something like this that has a country twang to it, but a little bit of disco, rock, and I'd say a little jazz in there and some, this is definitely something I'm going to enjoy watching, and hopefully to see other artists take this approach will be so great. But what does this mean for the future of Netflix? Does this mean that they would get into the music industry, maybe start making these animated music videos? I honestly wouldn't mind if they were done to this caliber of production. The animation's very crisp. There's not a lot of issues with it. I really didn't notice anything. Some people said there was a little out of sync to it, but I think that was just their streaming service. So to have basically an animated short, 41 minutes, with great music that told a story and could get me this interested into downloading a whole album, I think Netflix, if they wanted to find a new revenue, this would be a great way to go. What about you, folks? Have you watched this so far, Sound and Fury? Is it something you might be finding interesting? Were you a fan of the Daft Punk anime from way back then? Do you think that you would be able to watch more artists' albums if they did it like this? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, folks, I'm the Noob. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope y'all have a good day. See ya!